And Armand, listen, we want to start by talking about life under Arsène Wenger. Lots of his former players have described him as a father figure, and you came into the Arsenal Academy at a very, very young age. What was that like for you in your life, that transition?
It was obviously, when you come to such a young age, to a different country. I came, for people who don't know, when I was just 14 years old. Everything is so new. So to have a father figure in Arsène Wenger when I arrived at the club, make sure that I'm comfortable, make sure that I'm looked after, definitely has helped to have somebody like him.
What was it like for you to leave home at that age? Because that's what professional football is, and a lot of people don't go through that.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the Chorley manager touched quite a bit on resilience and sacrifices. Football is all about that. I left my family when I was 13 years old to go and play for Monaco at the academy, and then things like this are difficult. It's what it takes to become a professional footballer. Is like that manager said, is all about sacrifices. I think my parents decided to let me go because there was so much interest in me. There was a lot of clubs who wanted to sign me. So I think that maybe they must have thought, there is a high chance of him becoming a professional footballer. And then there was a loophole when I was at Monaco in my contract, because I had to repeat a year anyway. And then I found myself basically on a free. And then Arsène Wenger saw me play for the French youth teams, and he basically just approached us, him and Gilles Grimandi, and then the rest is history. I think the big one for me, to answer your question, Darren, was the fact that Arsenal were already guaranteeing a 2-year scholar and a 3-year pro at 17 years old, which was not guaranteed. You wouldn't guarantee these sort of things back in the day, if that makes sense.
Basically a 5-year deal at that very young age. Yeah, so you knew you'd be coming to England for a long period of time, and that it could change your life in many ways. What was it like when you got here and you met the other players in the squad? What was that experience like for the young Armand Traore?
Well, it's all new. I can't quite remember exactly when I first arrived. But
you couldn't remember the sort of players that you played with, the other young talents in the squad, and what was it like to sort of measure yourself up alongside those people?
I remember being quite shocked by the tempo and the quality of the technique of all the players in the academy at Arsenal. That's one thing that the first training session shocked me, even at youth team level. Arsenal Academy is all about having a good touch. Pat Rice, legend, used to always shout in training, like, if you can't pass, you can't play. The whole football club basically was buying into the way Arsenal and Arsène Wenger wanted to play. So when I turned up there, it was definitely a bit of I wouldn't say a shock, but it was definitely different than Monaco, where I just arrived from.
And what was it like when you made the breakthrough to the first team and you were being coached every day by Arsène Wenger himself? Were there nerves there for you?
Yes. I can now honestly, having sat down and looked at my career, I can honestly say that maybe it came too quick for me. I was not prepared mentally, physically. I suffered terribly with my mental health. But at the time, I didn't really know. So it came really quickly, but obviously Wenger must have thought I was ready. So, yeah.